Okay, here we are. And the Eagle Pool and Ice Rink this morning for the first of a two-game set. Aspen Leaves versus the Vale Mountaineers. Little bit of lineup changes today. Dylan Weinreich, Wes Bastine, and Nolan Rizet are all out today for various different reasons. Rizet has a wrist injury. I just found out about last night. It was so sad to hear about that. Wes Bastine on a suspension for end of game conflict he had last week against Summit. And then Weinreich and his family are already on their holiday vacation. So here we go. Aspen starts off with a quick move there from Klug, who we know well from other teams. Good player. And that's going to come around to Sawyer Roman out there working that puck around the outside is Bates. And now Bankert moving it into the zone. Picked up there on the outside by Denton. Round to Bankert. He's looking to put it out to Bates. Bates with the knockdown there from Ryder. And Ryder now into the corner trying to keep it in the Aspen zone. But it's to come out against Sawyer Roman there on D, and a good back check as well. Roman with a good stop, turns it around, trying to get that outlet pass going. If anyone was watching that Colorado Avalanche game last night, they struggled with their breakout in the second half of that game. And now Denton's going to carry it into the Aspen zone as Vale looks to get a change. And he'll keep that pressure up while Garvey and Boyd join the fray. Garvey with a nice backhanded spin move. He's going to ring it around the boards to the other side to Boyd. Boyd digging for it against that wall. Still putting pressure on behind the net. Out there replacing Denton is Cruz January. That's Garvey with the puck. Got it in the corner. Boyd trying to get open. There's three Aspen players in front of the net clogging that up, and here they come going the other way into the neutral zone, and they'll send it all the way down for an icing. I'm not sure who's playing goalie for Aspen today. Do we know? They've had trouble finding goaltenders, so sometimes we lend them one. And it may be Baxter Roman. I should ask. In net for us today, Dory Parrish. I forgot to mention that at the start of the game. Nice D-to-D pass to Coles. Coles shot, tipped, rebound, goal, Garvey. Nice D-to-D pass there to start that sequence off of the face-off. That was Nash Suchit sent it over to Coles. Coles with a shot on net. Tipped by Garvey. Got his own rebound and put it in there to make it 1-0. 12:14 left in the first period. Vale on top. You got Bankert at center now. Ryder board at right. He's going to pursue that puck into the Aspen zone. Harassing that young defender back there. Good pressure from Denton. Keep it in. Denton comes away with it. Centering pass blocked. Bankert in the corner. Shielding. Trying to hold on to possession. Denton using his body nicely to get at that puck. Aspen brings it out of the zone. Good neutral zone defense there. That's a little back and forth action, and Aspen comes away with it. Coming down on Coles and Suchit. Big shot deflected off Coles' stick and went wide. Played up by Coles to Denton. Denton looking to hit Bankert. Bankert now catching him on the chains toward the net. Big shot just wide. Really nice upper left-hand corner shot there from Bankert. It was, about a puck's width too wide. It would have been such a nice goal. And now he'll go for his change. You got Boyd, Denton, and Garvey out there with Chopko. It's the first time I've called his name today, and that will go all the way down. Chopko's out there with Bates Gorbald. And then Garvey playing center today. There's his dad right there. Boyd at right and Cruz January at left. So on this faceoff, you'll see Boyd's playing right wing. He's going to go right up there toward number 14 on the point. Oh, and he gets the puck too as a bonus and puts that pressure on the point. So right as I was about to explain that face-off strategy, we got a good example of it there. Nice pass up. Can it get to Boyd? Boyd can't quite hang on to that bouncing puck. It keeps that pressure on. Now Garvey's going to pick it up. Garvey centering, blocked. Boyd trying to keep it in. Fighting along the boards as he so often does. Garvey can't hang on to it. Here comes Aspen out of their zone. Chopko and Bates on D. Great back check from January. January up the boards. Boyd picks it off. Sends it into the zone and goes for his change. Picked off there by Denton. Now bouncing puck into the zone. Bankert comes away with it. Rolling pucks. Backhand centering pass picked off by Aspen. They'll come the other way. Roman and Chopko back on D. Bankert with a great back check. Aspen with a shot. Didn't get all of it. Bouncing, wiggling puck there. Blocked by Parrish. Passes up to Denton across the red line. Denton wheeling back and forth. Braiding through the D, and this shot is wide. And the backhand is saved. Boy, I think everyone, including the goalie, thought that one was in for a second, but it somehow scored it out. Now Bankert has it atop the slot. Centering shot. That was designed tip play. Goaltender made the kick save. Now it's Coles to Roman. Roman skating it in. Shoots. Big save there by the Aspen goaltender. And Mountaineers putting good pressure on in these last couple minutes. 8:57 still in the first. Coles is going to take it around to the right-hand side. Send it deep. Notice we only have 2 lines today. As we were talking about earlier, we're missing 3 different players. So that means fitness is going to be an issue, and quick shifts are going to be important. Lots of ice time for those offensemen today. Here goes Aspen. Aspen often plays with only 2 lines. They're used to it. Here comes Coles the other way. Coles skating it up. Crosses the red line, banging it forward. That should be and is offsides. Who? Harlan. Okay, Harlan is the goaltender. Doing well so far. Bankert line out there now. That's Ryder Board with it. Good stick handling there. Hangs on to it. Shielding. Chopko backing him up. Bates Gourbold helping. Roman with a rush around the back of the net. Out to Gourbold. That bouncing shot that Gourbold takes is so hard to stop. Does that on purpose. Puts that puck up in the air and it's bouncing toward that net. It could be kind of scrabbly, hard to control, hard to stop for those goaltenders, and creates a lot of rebound opportunities as well. Gourbold now up to Chopko. Chopko, good pressure there. Now up to Ryder. You can see Chopko is playing offense, something that I'm just noticing now. Here comes Bankert. Oh, just past Coles. He's going to ring around, do the D to D to Suchitz. Suchitz looking to connect with Boyd. Boyd along the boards, loses it. And Aspen will send it all the way around. See Cruz January pick up that puck, try to get it up to Boyd. Good move by Boyd there, not just waiting for that puck to come toward him. You know, as he saw that pass wasn't coming at high speeds, he made that turn to go get it, just like a wide receiver in football. He's got to turn back and get that ball so it doesn't turn into an interception. Garvey doing a good job with Boyd digging to keep it in the zone, putting that pressure on Aspen, keeping it in their zone, making it hard to break that puck out. Good kick stop there by January. He's going to come away with it. He's coming around the outside of the net. Centering all the way out to Coles. Coles shoot just wide. Sucic now skating in deep as Denton will join the play all the way out to Coles. Coles backhanded is up. Pressure from Denton. Scores 1-0 with 6 minutes to play in favor of the Mountaineers. 6 minutes to play in the first, I should say. And the big challenge today will be 2 lines of offense. It's going to be a fitness test, unlike any we faced this year. Here comes Denton picking up the scraps of Bankert's rush. Denton controlling that puck. Nice little move there, but he can't complete it as he gets taken down. Gorbold nicely up to Bankert. Bankert wrapping it around to Denton. Denton, good turn there from Denton. Centering to Bankert. And a good stop and a nice play there. Denton has this ability to wheel, to spin, to turn. That's I've noticed right from the get-go this season. His very first goal of the year, he kind of spun around, shot that puck right in there. He just did the same thing there, spinning really quickly, but knowing right where he's going with the puck. Got that spinning move, pass right to Bankert, who put it into the pads of the goaltender. And here comes Aspen the other way. Good back check, though, from Bankert to pick the pocket. And Roman, goes down as she tried to do the stop and change direction move. Made famous by Tom Cruise. Slam on the brakes, they fly right by. And Top Gun. Now Chopko on the pressure. That's Boyd making a nice play along the boards there. Chip and chase to himself. And Garvey sending it deep for Boyd to put more pressure on River Klug from Aspen. Picked off by Garvey. Garvey coming in low. Shot is blocked. Nice move there from Garvey. He's digging. Out there with Chopko. Boyd. And now it comes all the way out. Nash Sucic off the boards, picked off by Aspen. Big shot is high and over the outstretched glove of Dory Parrish. Out of the zone now. Sucic looking to get it up to Boyd. Bouncing puck. Just can't quite get that puck to settle down. Boyd wants to change or can't get off the ice quite yet. Might be tired. Here comes Aspen. Round the outside and a good shot and a good save. Vale kind of caught a little bit on a desire for a change, a little bit tired as they were facing the pressure from Aspen, and that's something we're going to have to watch. We're only in the first period, 2 more periods of play, and like I said, Vale is missing Wes Bastien, Dylan Bankert, and Nolan Rizet today. All 3 great players, and so we are going to be, I meant to say Weinreich. So we're essentially down 1 line of players. They're going to get tired. Sucic playing that puck down low, pushing him outside. Now Cruz January is out there with Denton and Ryder Board. So here comes Denton, sends it up. Picked off. And the attempted pass to Ryder. Poked away there. Here goes Bates Gorbold. Up and off the boards. January working hard. Bates looking up, banking it up off the boards and out. No ice, so they'll get that change. You see that the coach has now got Chopko up playing offense. So what we're really dealing with is 7 offensemen on a rotation. You might see some mix-ups in the line. Garvey strong on that body play, trying to keep it going. Picked off by Bankert there. Bankert intercepts it. Centering. Just tipped away there. Saw Garvey there, wide open in front of the net. Tried to get him the puck, but it was tipped away just in time by the Aspen defender made a nice play there. That would have been an almost guaranteed backdoor goal for Garvey. It would have been his second of the game. 2 minutes left in the first, and the Garvey goal is the only thing that's put us up so far. Here comes Bankert the other way. Now Bankert with some space. Toward the net, spinning, looking, wants to pass, finds Chopko, but now Cole's shot deflected. Little bit of pressure now. Vale's putting on this Aspen team. They're going to need more than one goal of lead to fight off this Aspen team. No doubt, as that will be an icing. 1:33 left to play. Come on up, buddy. You gonna help me out with color a little bit? Huh? You can help me out with some color commentary? Yeah, next period. That sounds good. Super. Puck's back to Cole's. Shot off the skates of multiple players. Boyd now pressuring. Big play from Roman there to keep it in. Boyd comes away with it. Good strong sticks from both those Vale players there, Boyd and Roman. Now Ryder to Boyd. Boyd working that puck around. Nice moves by Boyd. What a centering play by Boyd, and Denton ripped one. What a save by the Aspen goaltender. Nice hockey from all the players out there. And Roman and Bates make the defensive play just in time, and now it'll be offsides. Boy, Boyd was controlling that puck down low, making some moves. Gave himself enough space to get that puck right on the tape blade of Denton, who fired that puck, but it was a good save by the Aspen goaltender. It remains 1-0 with under a minute to play here in the first period. Boyd now using those skates to get in the way of Aspen, but they find their way into the zone, shoot it wide. Picked up now by Ryder. Bates Corbold with the pressure, stays on his feet, sends it up to the skates of Denton. Denton to Boyd. Boyd trying to break through. 30 seconds to play. Picked up now almost by Ryder. Board, but Aspen's going to exit their zone. Good back check from Denton there. 18 seconds. Sucic poking it up. Pressure's on from Aspen. 10 seconds to play. Poked away. Now Boyd comes away with it with 3 seconds and does what he has to do, which is get it up and out of the zone. So not only is Vale going to have to face a lot of ice time, but they're also doing this rotation where their positions may change throughout the game. So you may play left wing one shift, center the next, right the next. And I'll tell you, as that goes on through the game, positioning may get a little bit sloppy. They're going to need to keep that in mind when they come back here in the second. And I think we'll be joined by Wes Bastien to help with some color commentary too. All right, so for the rest of this game, I'll be joined by Wes Bastien with us in the audience today. As that puck moves ahead there. This is the Bankert, Chopko, and Cruz January line. So like I said, we're going to have lots of changing personnel out there. We'll try and call out everything that we can so that you know who's out there and when, as Aspen makes a nice play in front. Cleared up there by Nasucha. She's back there on D with loading Coles. It's down in the Aspen zone. Trying to put some pressure on. Sucic with the D-to-D pass to Coles. Coles sends it deep. Forechecking there from Chopko, who's played some offense at the beginning of the year, but has played defense traditionally and throughout his junior hockey career, and has moved to defense recently. But as you can see, he's certainly capable of playing the offensive position. He's at left wing right now. That's Coles back there, picking that puck up. Getting up to January, comes all the way out to the neutral zone. And Aspen will try and regroup and re-enter. Bankert on the back check there. Now January, and picked off by Bankert. Bankert coming across the red line. He enters the zone. He's got Chopko on the far side. Into Chopko skates, who controls it, tries to backhand it back to Bankert, but can't. Now Boyd with fresh legs gets out there and sends it deep. Chopko looking to get that change as Garvey comes in, picks the puck up behind the net. Backhander. Oh, good save there from Aspen, as that backhander from Garvey was quite nice. And now Boyd is in on that play. Boyd comes away with it. Boyd, backhander. Comes out to Garvey. Tipped there by Denton. Garvey back toward the net. Kick saved. Denton almost got that rebound. Good pressure from Vale on that play. And Aspen's coming across the red line now with it, as Gorbold handles that nicely, sends it the play deep into the corner, and Vale will go for their shift. What do you think of the play of your team so far, Wes?
I think they're playing pretty well, but I think that we could do a little bit better on position. Just a little bit.
I think that positioning is going to be tough with the rotation.
I know.
Yeah. Because you're used to playing center out there. You know what your role is, right? But sometimes now they're going to have a different center, or you might play center one shift and left wing. You ever had to deal with that before?
Yeah.
You deal with it pretty well, do you think? Kind of know what you're doing when you get out there?
Yeah. Most positions, all forward positions, they're like center, but you're equipped to just like one side of the ice most of the time.
Right. Good point. Well, right now it's Ryder, Board, Bankert, and Chopko out there. Bankert playing his usual center position. And you've got Coles and Sucic on D. That's Coles behind the net now. He's going to ring around the boards, trying to bounce it off the boards to Ryder Board. Aspen with a nice pass to re-enter the zone. He'll come all the way back around. Behind Parrish there. Still 1-0 with 10:58 left in the second. Vale certainly had more shots on goal and more pressure, but hasn't been able to bury too many of these goals as Chopko loses the puck behind the net. Aspen trying to ring it around the boards. Good pressure there from Sucic to step up. Garvey backing him up. Gorbold with the puck in his own zone. Lots of time. Hits Garvey, who was looking to connect with Chopko. Kind of drifts all the way down. No icing. Waved off. Aspen deep in their zone. Trying to exit. Pops up to Boyd. Sends it up and out. And River Klug trying to keep that puck in. Just came out of the zone, and that's offsides. So that'll give Vale a chance to regroup, figure out who's playing center, who's playing wing. Garvey's at center, Boyd at right wing, Cruz at left wing, Roman at right D, and Gorbold at left D. Ringing it around the boards to Gorbold. That's January with it, just flinging it up. Is Boyd going to be able to get there in time to wave off the icing? Oh! And I could hear both myself and Coach TJ Rizet made the exact same noise, which was, oh, come on. He worked so hard to get that puck. I couldn't see it, but it looked like it was not icing to me. I'm biased. That was my side.
It was like right on the red line.
Wes says it was right on the red line. Garvey. Boyd. Garvey all the way up to Boyd. Sorry, that was Cruz January making that play along the boards there. Boyd now is the one pursuing it. That's Garvey off his skates, and Aspen will exit the zone. Bates sends it up. January sends it deep. Forecheck there from Boyd as his line mates go for their shift. So Boyd's just looking to keep the puck in the zone and until he can get his shift. That worked out pretty nicely. You see that all the time in the NHL, called the dump and change. You have one forechecker who's just there to buy time for his buddies to think. So here goes Sucic, the only defender back. Good play there from River Klug trying to get that puck over. Parrish is still down, centering pass all the way up to the D of Aspen. Round two Coles now. Loden picks his head up. Now all the way up to Denton, but Sucic, and then sent deep by Aspen. 8:30 to play in the second period. Still only 1-0. Scoot this way just a smidge so she can come around. There you go. Denton on pursuit. Pass picked off there by Ryder Board. Can Ryder navigate those defenders? He can't. So out it comes the other way. Sucic just sending it deep. Pressure now from Garvey. Picked off by Denton very wisely. Waits, so it's not offsides. Good play by Denton there. Banks it off the boards, but I think that right winger had gone for a change. So now here comes Aspen the other way. Gourbold, the only one back. Roman gets back in time to help him out. Puck is loose in front. Shot saved by Parrish. Now Aspen's starting to show some life. Picked up by Garvey and flung ahead, but not out. Aspen sends it back deep. Roman circling, sends it backhanded over to January. He's got to hustle over there and try and get it out of the zone. Can they do it? Oh, eventually they do, and Garvey comes away with it. Garvey pushes it up ahead to Chopko. Chopko entering the zone. Can't quite get the shot off. Pushed into the corner by the Aspen goalie. Good pressure there from... That was Chopko down there in the corner, and now Roman banks up off the boards to Chopko. Now he's cycling with it behind the net. Out in front, dangerous. Here comes Gourbold. Gourbold, big shot, and a blocker saved by the Aspen goaltender. Here comes Aspen the other way. Cole's back on D with support from Bates. 6:16 left to play in the second. Not seeing West, it seems like we're a little off kilter out there. What do you think is going on?
I think that everyone's just playing a different position, and they just need to
Seems a little discombobulated out there to me,
it's
doesn't
just
it?
everyone's trying to play the position they were playing earlier this season, but it's just not really ending up.
Yeah, I think you were right about that positioning comment. And now here comes Chopko banging it ahead. There's just not that connected team pass, linking passes, sending it to one another. Here comes a nice play there from Bankert over to Denton. Boyd to Denton. Denton to Coles. Coles shoots, and Aspen clears it out. Sucic has some space. Sucic sends it deep. Now you got Denton after that puck. Coles, nice D-to-D pass up to Ryder Board, who's chasing him behind the net. Good stop and go there from Aspen as they break the puck out into the neutral zone. And now it's Roman. He's the only one back, and a good sweep check there from Sawyer Roman to stop that rush from Aspen. But clinging to a 1-0 lead is Vale, as Roman's going to skate with that great speed and strength down the middle. She's trying to get around the outside. Looking for that pass. Centering pass from Denton. Almost a goal. Couldn't quite handle it. Now Aspen clears it the other way. Garvey picks it up. Garvey around the outside. Sends it deep and around. And Roman, now Ryder, and Coles are trying to keep it in. The puck comes all the way out to Gorbold, who's all alone in his own defensive zone, and everybody's getting changed now. Gorbold looking up, gets it across the red line, trying to hit Boyd, but it's deflected. Puck comes out to Coles. Coles waits just long enough to keep it on sides. Off the post was Coles' shot. Now Boyd with it around the outside, trying to get Chopko, but it's picked off as he had 3 Aspen players on him. Now Chopko's going to go deep to pick it up, circling around. Now with some speed, Chopko blows a tire, but it's picked up by Cruz January, who sends it deep. And Wes, I'm seeing this like dump and chase, but not with a lot of structure. It's kind of a dump, sending it right down to their defenseman. It's not like we're dumping it where our guy can win that puck. We're not entering their zone with control of the puck. We're just kind of throwing it ahead and then a lackluster forecheck.
I think that we need to throw it harder so that it bounces differently. So then our F2 or F1 coming to the puck could get it before the defenseman.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's not, a dump and chase is not just send it into their zone, as Dory Paris makes a nice save on the defenseman shot there. It's send it deep into their zone in a place where we can get it. Our F2, like you say, or F3 or F1, whoever it may be.
Yeah.
Right now we're just kind of getting that puck across the red line and flinging it down in there. Aspen's getting control of it and kind of bringing it right back out.
I think we need to hit it much harder so it goes off the corner. So then the defense also has to go behind the net, and then any forward can get also an angle on it as well.
Yep, I like that advice. And there's another great save from Parrish as Aspen's starting to really put pressure on. Here comes Bankert skating it up and out. He gets it knocked away. Now Sawyer Roman all the way around to Ryder Board. Ryder turns, dangerous pass, picked off by Aspen and knocked away by Roman and Bankert. Denton can't quite do this famous chip and chase. Good pass there from Bankert to Sucic, but picked off by Aspen. Ryder Board working a little harder to get it deep into the Aspen zone, and that'll be a high stick and a face-off. I think, too, Wes, that I'm not seeing that pep in the step of the Vale team right now.
Yeah.
You guys could do with a little bit more of that burst of energy, that attack mode. I think everyone's skating it at about 85-90%, kind of knowing that they're trying to save gas in the tank because they know we don't have as many players today or something like that. But I'd love to see them just go out there and give it their all to get one more goal at least here, because Aspen can score at any moment. No penalties in this game so far, which is kind of nice to see.
I feel like we're doing really well on being unselfish, but I feel like we need to, instead of trying to pass it fully up, if they see a lane, say Boyd, he's doing a good job on trying to just take the lane instead of just passing it.
Right.
But we're doing really well on the changing, being short shifts.
Save, rebound.
All of us are doing really well on all of good stuff.
And you're right. I do think sometimes we need some selfish play. Maybe Boyd can show that example. He power moves in. Over the top of the goaltender. Was that WWE or was that hockey? I don't know. Boyd over the top rope, going for his power move.
Like for example, like they just threw it in a little lighter, and
Yeah,
that made it so they could just pick it up. But that one also got tipped. But if it was like harder, it would have ended up going around the back of the net.
right. To
And
one
then-
of our guys.
Yeah, and then one of our guys could skate to that angle.
Yeah.
So it'd be harder for the defensemen, and they would also get pinched.
Yeah, I think our dumping and chasing is not just a matter of dumping that puck. As a matter of fact, when I coached with Coach Slade a couple of years ago, we didn't use that terminology. We called it an area pass and encouraged that when you do send that puck deep, that it's an area pass, a pass to an area where our guys have the best chance to get it. 30 seconds to play here in the second period. Still 1-0 Vale. Roman now deep in around the netting. Behind the net of the Aspen goaltender. She tries to backhand it across. Chopko picks it up. Now got her board working, but Aspen is escaping their own zone. Bringing it across the red line. 12 seconds to play. Good stop there from Banker. But Aspen picks up the dropped puck. Low angle shot blocked by the defenseman Gourbold there, and it's up and out of the zone. And that'll do it for the second period. Still 1-0 Vale. And myself and Wes Bastien will be back for the third period in a moment. Okay, Mr. Bastien, what do you think Coach is telling the team right now?
I think my guess is that for zone entry, either just go low instead of dumping it, or try to just power through the person against the boards. So then we have a stronger offensive play.
I think that's right. And it looks like he's kind of writing on the defensive. Is that the defensive
No,
side?
I think that's the offensive.
That's the offensive side.
I think he's also talking about the F2 that's crashing the net to try to get in front of the defense, in front of the net, instead of being behind them and trying to get a pass through like the two defensemen.
Yeah, it seems like we're making a lot of plays, but a lot of those plays aren't leading to dangerous scoring opportunities. We need to get more dangerous in that offensive zone, get more pucks on net, and put some pucks past this goaltender. He's doing a pretty good job. He's coming up from the B level. It's not an easy thing to do. Faster pace of play, harder shots. But this Vale team should be able to score on them, don't you think?
Yeah.
My guess is if you were out there, you'd probably have one or two already. So that is Garvey, Boyd, and Cruz January out there as Garvey comes around with it. Centering over to Boyd. Boyd getting that rebound, but couldn't quite get it past this young goaltender. Did a nice job covering that one up. I'd love to see that pass right there. West be tape to tape, so the Boyd would have a real chance at it.
Yeah, I think they're doing better in offense this period, just as what I've seen so far.
Cole's shot goes up and off the glass. Boyd now chasing it with help from Garvey. Round two, Cruz January. Can he keep it in? No, Aspen does a good job, but Boyd, no, Garvey with a good forecheck there, keeps it in, and then Cole's chance is deflected. Garvey chips it to himself, but loses his footing. Now, Aspen trying to work it around. They do. They get it out to the red line and are skating it toward our net. Good poke check there from Coles will lead to an offsides and fresh legs for both teams. This Aspen team, like I said, is used to playing with call it 2 lines. I mean, I think they have 4
Sets of D.
defensemen and maybe 2.5 lines per game. Yeah, it looks like they're 1 shy of 3 lines. So they're a little more used to that than we are, huh?
Yeah. I feel like in the offensive zone, this period, we're only passing when there's an open person or when we need to. And for the last 2 periods, we're just trying to play passive. But I think now that we're playing passive, less passive, and more trying to do an opportunity, like that, Sage, like in the last period, something like that, I think would mostly end up passing to another player on the blue line.
Right. Yeah, and I like that idea. We have to be much more aggressive to the net, play with speed. Here comes Bankert on a good back check.
Yeah.
He's going to pick that puck up deep in his own zone, circling behind his own net. Pressure from Aspen. He stops, looks up. Big pass up is just wide of Ryder Board. Here comes Aspen entering the zone. Bankert back again to get that puck. Looking up and this time connects with Denton, but he loses a handle. So Aspen will come back the other way. These little mistakes like that are sending us around the other way, right? Like both those passes could have connected one way or the other. We'd be in their zone right now. That pass does almost, again, connect, but that's 3 in a row that Vail couldn't connect on their neutral zone pass. And so here comes Aspen again the other way. Pressure from Garvey.
I think we're playing
Shot.
A lot more authority and less puck watching.
That's a great point. Less puck watching. I bet that's exactly what Coach said as Cole sends it deep.
We're doing way better on having authority to go to the puck if no one else is going to it, and not making someone else do it. Like we're playing with a lot more authority this game.
Yeah,
like Cruz. Like he
went
to go
great
pressure.
Job on that back check there. Calvin Chopko there at right wing. Out there with Garvey in January. That's Cole's working that puck. His defensive partner is Bates Gorbold. Bates is going to pick that puck up behind the net. Skating, looking for that long stretch pass. Those almost never work, but that would have been a fun one. Kind of like a long bomb in football. It looks real good, but it's hard to connect on those big stretch passes. Now, Aspen doing a good job keeping this puck in the Vail zone. Centering pass.
I think the
good stick there from Cruz January. Now a backhand goes just wide.
I believe the reason why we are trying to do a bunch of stretch
tangling in front of the net.
I think the reason why we're trying to do a bunch of stretch passes is because in practice TJ was on our breakout. The far side that wasn't doing anything was supposed to come down the ice and then cut this way, so then they would have a stretch pass.
Yeah,
but I think we're using that in the wrong way.
Yeah. Here's a big shot from Aspen. Major save there from. Jeez.
Good job, Barry.
Major save there from.
It's called no icing.
Boyd with good hustle to get after that puck. It's out there with Denton and Bankert. Maybe we'll see some energy out of this line. Bankert now. Bankert has it. He's looking. He likes to feed his other players on his line. He gets it, shoots, and it's deflected off the defenseman. Bankert tried to get the pass over to Denton, and the puck was deflected. He picked up his own deflection, got it, shot. It was deflected again and went into the upper right-hand corner. And so after a long drought of goals, Wes, at 9:38 left in the third, it is now finally 2-0. What do you think of that play?
I think it started with every authority from Boyd to go there, and then both of his line mates started to pick up on that and also crash the net and have a bunch of authority as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. They played with a lot of vim and vigor, energy, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another chance. Boyd, and it's in from Denton.
That is 2 from Denton.
They must tear you down on the ice, Bastine, because they're playing with some energy, and that has led to 2 quick goals.
Yeah.
This time a rebound picked up by Denton, and now it's 3-0 with 9:34 left in the third. Were you able to even see that play?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Ryder Board picked it up from the middle, I think, and he shot it. And then Sage had a bunch of authority, and he was already in front of the net, so he just kept whacking at it until until it either got covered or went in the net.
Sometimes you got to do that. You know who scores a lot of goals like that in the NHL? It's Gabe Landeskog. We've seen him over the years. Now, we had a 3-year break with Gabe, but that's a guy who would score those goals just by fighting
the goalie,
getting those rebounds, fighting off defenders, and banging away at that puck till it goes in. And there's kind of an art to it. You know, you can't just keep hitting into the goalie's pad. It looked to me like Denton's
kind of
first
raise
shot
it.
was blocked, and so then he purposely tried to whack it up high and got that one in there.
Yeah.
So 2 quick goals makes it 3-0, 9:34 to play. Now this Aspen team is going to stick around. We're going to have a brunch with them.
Yeah, later today.
And we know a lot of these guys on this team, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Some of them anyway. And I'll go ahead and say we're friends with a lot of them. In fact, we know the parents, and Aspen and Vale. It's kind of a frenemy situation, isn't it?
Yeah.
We always want these mountain teams to beat the Denver teams, but then when the mountain teams play, we want to beat the other mountain teams.
Yeah. And most of the players love Aspen. Like, the head coach of Aspen is also the head coach of the AA Association for Mountain Select and Mountain Lions.
Yeah.
So we all have a good connection with Slava.
He's a good coach.
And a bunch of kids like River and Tucker Murray.
Yep.
We all know each other from.
Well, that's good. We're going to have a brunch, and then are you back for the afternoon game? We're so glad to hear that. So we'll play Aspen again later today. Nice D-to-D pass there from Roman to Poles. And that, as you can see, sets up a nice zone entry for Denton, but he loses the puck. Here's Bankert picking it up. Oh, boy, good hustle there from Aspen to somehow bank that puck back down. Roman again. Roman patient, rolling puck on her forehand around her own net. Cuts back. Ryder Board trying to get in position for that outlet pass, and does. Board tries to get it over to Denton, who will skate it across the red line and probably do that old dump and chase.
Yeah.
That one's ringing around the board.
That one has a bunch more. That's way more effective because it rimmed around, and then Tucker had to come around, hit the back of the net, and follow the puck, which gave time for Banker to get it, to keep it in their zone.
That's right, and that's what you want to do. You want to send it all the way around where your far side winger can go get it, or your center.
Yeah.
Here comes Aspen through the neutral zone. Centering pass picked off by Denton. Jeez. Passes up to Cruz January on a nice backhander. Just missed by Bankert there. And puck will come wide and around. Garvey now with it. Garvey working that puck nicely in the corner. On his backhand now. Looking for an outlet pass. Good pass to Sucic there with a shot. Stopped by Aspen, and they'll bring it out into the neutral zone. But that pass is picked off by Cruz January. And now wrapping it around is Aspen. Pulls. Aspen making a nice play in, but poked away there by Loden Coles. He's so hard to get around. He's got such a good stick. You can say that about a lot of our defense, but you almost never see any player in this league that can skate around our defensive power back there. Lots of long sticks, lots of great poke checks and sweep checks. That must make it hard in practice for you, Wes. Good for you guys to practice against such good D. Keeps you with good habits, right? You know you can't skate through those sticks.
Straight through
they're
them.
Gonna poke check it away. Or
you'd have to make a move, or just beat them with speed through the thing.
That's right. You got to shield it, just like Roman is doing there, shielding the puck and driving down the ice. Now Bankert picks up that puck, looking to center it. Couldn't quite get a handle of that. Boyd's going to jump into the fray. Now Roman sending it deep. Bankert on the pressure. Ryder Board helping out. Up to Roman. She gets a hold of it. Good job winning that puck, sending it over to Scorebold. Bankert Oh, boy. Bankert had Boyd there, and it just was a little bit out of his reach. I'd like to see one of the things I've been talking to Alex about is those first 3 steps in hockey. Got to be quick.
Yeah.
Fresh legs now. Good idea there from Boyd. He was going to go on a one-timer to Denton, but couldn't quite pull it off. Denton, Chopko, and Ryder Boyd are all out there now. 6:04 left to play in the third period here. Picked up by Sucic. Sucic showing classic example of how to shield the puck. That was excellent.
Yeah.
Gets it down deep. Chopko with pressure. Aspen doing a good job shielding the puck there, but Chopko creating some chaos, and that leads to a turnover. Coles ringing around the boards for Chopko. He's shouldered off the puck.
Yeah. Do you think
Aspen coming the other way.
Do you think Denton is going to get a hat trick? He has 2 currently.
He could. Puck comes out to the neutral zone to Denton. Denton makes a nice D-to-D pass as he's playing that role of defender. Sucic trying to skate it up, but it's turned over. Fortunately, no. As boy, Sucic really took that player into the boards. Here they come the other way. Sucic does just enough. Here's Aspen with the shot. Glove deflection was just over the boards, or over the crossbar, I should say. Good save there from Jory Parrish. 4:50 to play now in this 3-0 game. Holes off the boards. Tipped all the way down by Denton. Oh, that maybe he missed it. I thought he got a piece of it on the other side of the red line, but the refs disagree, so that'll be icing.
Mm-hmm. I think we're keeping them out of our defensive zone pretty well.
Yeah, that's going to be the key, although that last try from Aspen was one of their best scoring chances of the game, wasn't it?
But we're having way more puck possession time in their zone than in our zone.
Yeah, and that's the best defense.
Yeah.
Keep it in their zone. They can't score from way down there.
Best defense is just not having it in our zone.
That's right. Roman and Boyd trying to work together to get this puck out. Good smashing play there by Roman.
But usually when it's in our defensive zone, it's usually on the outside of the house, and it's hard for them to score because our defense are keeping them to the outside. So
that's right.
Doing a really good job about that.
Boyd gets a hold of it, wins that puck, draws players to him, leaving space there for Ryder, who gets it up to Bates. Bates back to Ryder. Ryder and around the boards to Boyd. Boyd behind the net, shielding it nicely. Trying to get it back over to Ryder, but I think he's running out of gas out there. Here comes Garvey to help out, but a nice pass from Aspen. They're entering the zone 1-on-2. Gorbold sends him outside. Good defense and a pad save there. Boyd's been out on the ice a long time. He's got the puck now and hits Ryder on a nice pass. Ryder Boyd trying to take a deep shot, save on a nice play there from Boyd to Boyd. And a good block there from a fresh-legged Bankert. And you can definitely tell that our team is a little bit tired today with the extra ice time they're all getting. 3:20 left to play. There's a shot and a sweeping kick save from Parrish to clear that puck all the way up to Chopko. Takes it across the red line. Well, if he would have scored there, I would have called that an assist from Parrish, even though she used her pad to make the pass.
Yeah.
I'm not an official, so I get to decide what I want to do. There's Coles with a bank off the boards.
I think Cruz could have had a little bit more authority on that one.
You want to see a little bit more energy on that forecheck.
Yeah.
Keep that puck in that zone, right?
Because usually when you're the first person to the puck, that sets the tone.
There's January with a big shot, almost goes in a little bit high.
If it's like a new line comes out and you're first one and you're having a bunch of authority, that sets the bar high for the rest of your line. So
that's a really good point, right? And there's good authority from January on that back check.
He got it back.
Sucic going up, playing the body nicely. Sucic with a body check that's not called. Boy, Sucic was on fire that shift. Good step in by Boyd. And Boyd got a stick on that shot just in time, and I think we can all neutrally agree that Nash Sucic got away with the body check there. He really, the first one was a good, solid, call it Pee-wee play the body. The second one seemed to me like an outright body check.
Wait, did the player have the puck or did he just go for it? He didn't have
the puck.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, he got away with one there. Here comes Denton. Denton and Garvey. Garvey's going to pick it up behind the net. Nope. And it's coming all the way out. Boyd not moving his feet there because, again, I think there's a certain element of fatigue setting in. It's been a busy week for a lot of these kids, too. Don't forget, a lot of them had final exams.
Yeah, a bunch of tests.
And an additional practice last night that we don't normally do. So extra skates and everything else, but still up 3-0 with under 2 minutes to play. Nice pass up to Denton there.
I think the reason why we're passing so well is because yesterday's practice we were working on stretch passing, like dialing our passing yesterday.
Yeah, I heard that from Alex, and it sounded like it went pretty well.
It did go pretty well.
Hockey is a passing game, and it's so much fun. I always say that's the most fun part of the game is connecting on those passes with your buddies. Yeah. I used to play defense, and I always felt like defenseman's almost like quarterback in football. You get to roam around back there as Denton carries it across the red line.
That's what TJ says.
Oh, what a play from Denton. Through the legs now. Off the post. He almost got his hat. He denied by the iron. Boy, on a nice little play, he nutmegged that first defender, brought it around, and a nice little shot there, but the post denies Denton his third goal. Picked up there by Ryder Board. He's coming along. He's got Chopko in the center, but good pressure there from Aspen. And there's that dumping pass that you described, Wes. You run it all the way around the boards to Chopko there.
Yeah, it gives our players more time to get there and pressure the puck.
And that will be an icing with 31.3 seconds to go. 3-0. Still almost to the end of this first of two matches today. Coach TJ gives a little direction to Calvin Chopko as to where he wants him on that face-off. Bankert wins it.
Good
Sends it
tie-up.
to Sucic. Sucic banks it off the boards to Chopko. Trying to run that breakout. Let's just need one more good breakout to clear this puck. They can't quite do it. 15 seconds to play. Shot is up, cleared by Sucic and out of the zone. Aspen re-enters. 2-1. Shot. Save at the buzzer. So Dory Parrish will hang on to that shutout. Good game from her, don't you think?
Yeah, that was a very good game for her.
We'll probably see Silas January in net today. So Vale comes away with a 3-0 win on a, I'd say, overall pretty good performance today. Couple things to work on heading in the afternoon.
Once we got like halfway through the game, I think we all started to realize that this was the last, that was the last few minutes we were going to play. So we had a lot more authority in the third period.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Wes, and I'm glad you're back on the ice for this afternoon. We can't wait to watch you, and we'll see you all for this afternoon's game.